Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Like many other coins, of course, XRP also wasn't, was affected. Of course, it was affected. And yeah, it invalidated the triangle here. So you will remember from the previous videos, my view was always that the rally here wasn't really real. So that it was really only some kind of a corrective rally that could continue higher, certainly, with short-term upside potential, but it would eventually, as indicated on this chart, come down. So let's start at the bigger picture, and then we take a look at the subdivisions. And the move down is starting earlier than expected, but triggered obviously by the crazy events currently in the crypto space. So my view is that the decline here that started in September 21 at 140 was a W wave. Which bottomed then back in January 22. We moved up in a wave X. We're now coming down in a wave Y. So that view hasn't changed for a long time. And in this wave Y, in which we now are, we have three waves, A, B, and C. So the view is that this here was wave A. We've now moved up in a wave B and completed wave B already. And we're now coming down in C. So let's take a look at that. You will ask, some of you might ask, why I did not anticipate, let's say, the rally here that happened. There was quite a substantial rally since middle of September, which then consolidated for a while in some kind of a triangle pattern. You might ask why, if you're new on this channel, why I did not consider this rally real and a breakout like many others did. It was because I always said I could not ignore the messy price action here. So there was always the tendency for me to break down eventually. I mean, that was primary expectation. But of course, short term, I did expect a breakout of the triangle to the upside. That's how it looked like. And I think it would have worked out. But with the latest, I mean, I don't even know how to call this black swan event. It obviously invalidated the triangle. So what I have to do, so this potential beginning of an uptrend failed miserably. But here again, you can see the strength of the Elliott Waves, because if you use Elliott Wave correctly, then you are warned. Then you're warned on time. Bear in mind what and just try to educate as well in these videos. So bear in mind what we said in the last video. So we had here the assumption that yes, primarily we will come down and make lower lows eventually, and we might see that in the next few days. But that there could be this short-term upside. So basically in this B wave that we had another WXY, and that in this Y wave we could rally to sort of 75 cents, okay? Condition for that was to hold, well, first of all, to complete the triangle here, which looked really good, A, B, C, D, E, and then we would have expected a breakout to the upside. I think we had really good chances to do it. Condition was to hold the yellow support box, right? Now, as we didn't hold the yellow support box, and here your stop loss comes into play if you trade this, yeah? And that's such a strength of the Elliott Wave method, because it tells you, by adhering to the rules of the Elliott Wave method, right, and certain guidelines, when a certain move is going to get extremely unlikely. And that we would still break out to the upside was getting very unlikely below the yellow support box, so below 46 cents. So it doesn't matter then if you set your stop loss at 45, or maybe just set it below the previous swing low at 44. You could have avoided all this, well, crash. Yeah, you could have avoided that by understanding, oh no, the trade setup isn't going to work. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, and at the latest, at the drop below the low of the wave A, because that's when I mentioned to you, if we drop below the low of the wave A, this triangle is going to get invalidated, and we're going to come down. In the first instance, remember I mentioned the 38 cent level, and then here the 34, and we've even broken below that now. So what I do have to delete now all of these. I have to bring that down, yeah, and let me just do that. So I took the bullish potential out. This was then not a triangle. Okay, because eventually, now with the latest price information that we have on the chart, we can't really count it like that anymore. I will still count it here as a WXY, and then here, well, yeah, A, B. We can still count it as an ABC triangle, but then with a truncated C wave, that's possible. In the end, it's not too relevant. What is, or well, let me just think. WX, yeah, we'll leave it here like that for now. The point is that we are now in the Y wave to the downside. And let's take a look at actually where that would take us in terms of price targets. To get a price target, let's see, I haven't actually checked that before. For this wave, we take the length of the W wave and add it to the beginning of the wave X. Well, that wouldn't end well. That would take us to 5 cents. Let's hope that doesn't really work out. There's another possibility to calculate a target that would also look quite disastrous. I don't even need to try that. If we look at this in terms of A, B, C, the C wave is also very short. So it's just not do it, because we probably end below 0. So yeah, again, it's the whole crypto market which is coming down, obviously. But you know that my view of the XRP chart has always been it's not a great chart. And there are better opportunities out there, in my opinion, from just purely from a chart point of view, not talking about this fundamentally. So what are the next support levels here? My view is now that we are in this wave wave C of Y of 2. And let's talk about support levels. So we've got a few key supports. To get a better idea of them, we are going to add the VRVP, historical volume. And here you can clearly see that we're sort of exactly now in this sort of support zone. Now, this support is ending around, I would say, around 32 cents. So we're just still holding in that area. But if we're losing the 32 cent level, then we have a potential to come down quite strongly. And then we've got more support here, sort of in the 28 cent area. That is the June low. What happens if we lose that level? Well, let's zoom out. And then you can see here more clusters of support, but best to go on the daily. Then there will be significant, really significant support around the 19 cent level. That will be significant support, as you can see here, here, and then already at around 24 cents. So what do we have? We've got the current price level around 32. Then it will be that low from June, the 29 cent level. Then we've got a bit of a spike here around the 24, 25 cent level, and then 19 to 20. But below that level, it's not really going to look good. So what we definitely need to hold here on the XRP chart is that level around 19 cents. If we lose that, as you can see, there isn't really much support left below it. Yeah, I mean, you still have a chance to find support at this low, but there is just literally just a black hole. So that would be the absolute last chance, I think. It really needs to hold that. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know where does it want to go to, right? 5 cents maybe, really? We'll see. But the point is, I'd be extremely careful at the moment, generally across the market. And especially being very careful with just generally altcoins. Yeah, as I regularly emphasize, just keeping exposure low, I think, is important. Just for risk management purposes, and this at the moment doesn't look like it is finished yet. Yeah, so if this is a C wave, I mean, I would think so, that we have 5 waves, that at least we could say we have 5 waves, and yes, this can be counted as a 5-wave move down. But of course, you know, the 5th wave can extend quite a lot. So until we really have a counter reaction and maybe a smaller impulse to the upside, then we can't really confirm that this is bottomed. In addition, what you can use is trend lines, but here this is going down so steep that you can't even, maybe having it like that. You've got various touch points here, and saying if you break above this trend line, at least you have a sign of a reversal, but I'd be extremely careful, especially with tomorrow's CPI data coming up. Okay, and that's my update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.